We're taking a deep dive right into the incredibly wild, mind-boggling, and unbelievably intense world of the Viking ritual sacrifice, the infamous blót. This was not some casual barbecue. This was the heart and soul of Norse religious life, where the stakes were pretty much sky-high and the drama was beyond limits. Picture this. Entire communities led by experienced elders and wise rulers gathered together to make sacrifices that could either make or break their entire existence. And don't get me wrong, this was not a one-time event. It was a ritual that was quite serious. Thus, it could decide whether your crops would explode with life or wither away into nothingness, whether your tribe would flourish or suffer greatly. First things first, let's talk about animals, but not just any animals. We are talking about horses, pigs, and other animals who were sacrificed in a way that was ritualistically brutal and vicious, so their blood was splattered all over the place, on altars, statues, and even on the participants themselves. Yeah, you got it right. Blood was not just an afterthought. It was considered the ultimate power elixir that could awaken the gods directly into the crowd and ensure their favor. After all that bloodshed, the remaining meat was cooked up and shared in a massive feast that could possibly feed an entire army of hungry Vikings, eagerly standing shoulder to shoulder on the battlefield, ready to conquer the world. Now, if you thought that was intense, hold on tight, because human sacrifice did also happen during these times. Not on a daily basis, but definitely enough to make you shiver. Slaves, prisoners of war, and sometimes even others were offered up during times of monumental crisis to pay tribute to the dead or to honor them with an honor that screams an eye for an eye in a whole new way. Imagine sacrificing a person to ensure your crops grow properly or to keep the gods off your back. Well, the Vikings were certainly not hanging around when it came to their spirituality. The Vikings weren't just chilling around tossing bodies and animals into the fire. They also went full-blown with some serious bling. Jewelry, weapons, tools. Basically anything that could possibly catch the attention of the gods and say, "Hey, keep us protected, or else." These offerings weren't just random junk. They were symbols of power, wealth, and status, all wrapped up in a ritual that emanated with such meaning and purpose that it could shatter the heavens. Why all this madness? The reason was about survival, ensuring that the fields were fertile, the harvest was abundant beyond measure, and the community flourished like never before. And when life threw curveballs, births, deaths, or even epic crises, the ritual was the ultimate insurance policy to keep the gods in their good graces and to ensure the faith stood in favor. And the leaders, well, they weren't just figures for show. Their authority was wrapped up in how well they successfully performed these rituals. Screw it up and you could be out of your job, folks. And did you know that sometimes slaves were given the ultimate ride or die honor, sacrificed alongside their masters to accompany them into the afterlife? The whole experience was much more than just one big sacrifice. It was about social bonding, a shared experience filled with joy and celebration, and an opportunity to make the gods take notice. And where did these rituals take place? Not in just any random backyard. They happened in dedicated halls or sacred outdoor sites, where centuries of religious energy could still permeate the air, leaving a lasting impact. Archaeologists have unearthed skeletons in wells and burial grounds, discovering chilling signs of ritual violence, supporting the stories that have been whispered for centuries. So yeah, the Viking blót wasn't just some dusty historical custom. It was a high-stakes, blood-soaked, and awe-inspiring event that defined an entire culture. Let's keep exploring this incredible world and remember to subscribe for more mind-blowing videos.